What's up, my nuggets? MisterFantasmo here, and I have another game of free-for-all on High Rise for you. That's right. We are back in Modern Warfare 2 as always. This is not a hallucination. This is not a mirage in the desert. You are not calling upon a miracle right now. This isn't a dream that you're having. This is reality. We have posted another Modern Warfare 2 gameplay to YouTube. I don't know how, because I don't have the game anymore. I don't have a PlayStation 3 anymore. Actually, I'll tell you how, because I do know how, because I did it. I resurrected this film from the confines of some of the most ancient hard drives that I have around. These hard drives are enormous, and you have to plug them in to use them in any way. It's kind of crazy. But I did that, and because we went back to Ohio, and I grabbed these hard drives, and I was about to throw them away. I was seriously just about to throw them away, and I'm so glad I got in here, because there was one video from Modern Warfare 2, and this is it. And I don't believe I have posted this video. There is one downside to this video, and that is that I don't use any kill streaks. So if you're trying to see all the sparks fly, I do apologize. But, you know, my style back in the day was not to run kill streaks and still get kill streaks. I think that's kind of what it was. Anyways, I wanted to amp up the excitement for Modern Warfare. There's an alpha coming out this weekend for PS4 that I will be playing pretty hardcore, and when the game comes out, I will be playing very hardcore as well, because I realized the other day that I have no free will. So more on that later, but I also had this thought the other day about the blood in my brain, and I need to share it with you guys, because I think we might be able to. I know that school just started back up, so if you're still in grade school, if you're in college, or even if you're just going to work every day and you're trying to get that promotion, I think there is a way to manipulate the blood in our brain so that we will have an advantage over other people who have not thought about this hidden little secret of a gem. For biology. Biology gave us the secret, I'm pretty sure. All right, so allow me to explain. And also, this could be, although there could be some validity to this, it could be rather slight. Like I thought about another weird thing. I'm going on way too many tangents in the beginning of this here, so I apologize if I don't finish them all up. But I was thinking the other day, I learned that the less effect that gravity has on you, the slower you age. So when people go up into space, they don't seem to age as quickly. Time seems to go by more slowly. You've probably heard something like that. But I heard that again, because I had heard it before, but I heard it again, and then I kind of coupled that with the fact that Puf and I have just moved to Colorado not too long ago. So we went from Ohio, which is a lot closer to sea level, to the Mile High State, which is a bit further away from the center of the planet, which maybe means it's a bit further away from the center of gravity, which maybe means that gravity isn't affecting us as much, which maybe means, and I'm talking like maybe fractions of a second every year kind of thing, but maybe, just maybe, people that are above sea level, higher than others, are aging just slightly slower than everybody else. I don't know, something to keep in mind. So this blood in the brain idea could be a very slight impact, but I still think it's worth it to bring attention to possible impacts that the blood in your brain could have on just you sleeping every night. So this is my thought. Since you sleep, you know, you should be sleeping 8 hours a night. If you're not, sleep 8 hours most nights, or else you aren't doing anything good for your body. You're just going to die a short, painful death. No, I don't know if it'll be short and painful, but sleeping is important. So make sure you sleep. That's Dr. Nick's advice for the day.
Hi, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick!
Make sure you sleep. Okay, so you're sleeping. That's step one. You got the sleeping down, right? You're sleeping, and you're sleeping on, well, I guess technically you want to be sleeping on your back, I think. I think that's what the doctors are saying nowadays. Sleeping on your back is the best position to sleep in. I think sleeping on your stomach is exactly the opposite. I think you just suffocate and die if you sleep on your stomach, so don't sleep on your stomach. If you do, I actually have fallen asleep on my stomach a couple times, and I wind up like putting my arm underneath my body and then waking up and feeling like it's never going to get blood back into it. It's so dead. But it does. So I normally don't sleep on my stomach, and I never sleep on my back. So I'm kind of weird in the fact that I sleep on my side, which apparently isn't something you're supposed to do, but I just can't help it. I like to curl up in a ball in the fetal position and suck my thumb, so I can't really do that when I lay on my back. But anyways, I also sleep on my side. I sleep on one side. I only ever sleep on one side of my head, basically, because I sleep facing away from the center of the bed, which is away from Puf, because I think I have this weird fear of like sneezing on her in the middle of the night or puking on her in the middle of the night. And I already puked on her in the middle of the night once, but that's a different story for a different day. Anyways, I think just breathing on her while she's asleep or while I'm trying to go to sleep or anything, it just seems weird. So I tend to just tilt my head away from her, and I tend to wake up in that same position. So I think, here's where it gets to the weird part of the theory. I think that since I'm sleeping on the left side of my head, so all of the blood is constantly, because again, our friend gravity is bringing the blood down. Like it has to be harder for the blood to get pumped up to the top side of the brain, which would be the right side of the brain. And the right side versus the left side, if you remember from grade school when they kind of told us about this, the left side of the brain is your more analytical side of the brain. So it allows you to, it's the thing that makes you want to make spreadsheets. And the right side of the brain is your creative side of the brain. So it's the thing that makes you want to rip those spreadsheets up and make a paper mache piñata out of it or something. So you have two very, again, this is if we're pretending like we know anything about medicine in the modern era. I haven't researched this in a really long time. I'm just bringing my grade school knowledge into a modern day observation. So my observation is potentially, and I haven't tested this entirely yet, but we will be doing it over the span of Modern Warfare because, I mean, someone's got to get the nukes in Modern Warfare. I don't know if it's a thing, but it was a thing in Modern Warfare 2, and I'm pretty sure it was a thing in Modern Warfare 3. But who gets the nukes? Is it the people who sleep on the left side of their brain or the right side of their brain? Is it the people who take it super tactical and analytical or take a more creative approach to it? Does it even matter? Should you sleep on your back? I think that's what you're supposed to do. Maybe get a nice balance of creative and analytical going on. Either way, you guys, this entire thing, it is something to think about. And it is something to potentially take an experiment with yourself and see if you notice any difference to over time, how that blood sort of helps build up your brain. But this whole commentary that you've listened to so far has actually been an entire diversion. I know, don't hate me, but the real point of this was to tell you that, remember in the beginning of the commentary when I said I resurrected this footage from the annals of my hard drive? Did I use annals right there? I don't know. I think it's annals. I don't know. I got this footage out of the butt of my hard drive, and it wasn't just Modern Warfare 2 footage. The reason I had never posted this before is because I used this as a clip, as a show, when I was making shows back in the day with someone in particular. You might know his name, Kid Laser. Kid Laser and I we're not together for this, but we recorded our audio separately, and we recorded the first ever episode of The Inside Story. And then I proceeded to let it sit on my hard drive forever because the way he recorded his audio, I couldn't figure out how to deal with it, so I could never actually put it into a video. But I'm here to tell you guys that without further ado, we have now, I'm going to replay that video with the initial commentary that was meant to go over it. So, and if you do like this, if you want to see more of this, since this was, gosh, like 6-7 years ago that we probably did this commentary, maybe more. If you'd like to see this going into the future of Modern Warfare, if your nostalgia train is going just as hard as I am, I'm going to put this man's link to his Twitter down in the description, and I want you to go there, and I want you to tell him how much you love him and how much you want the Kid Laser to come back and do more Inside Story. So, like I said, I won't spoil it any further. And here is the real show. All right. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hold on.
Let's do that forever.
Ready?
Sex robots.
All right. 3, 2. What's up, my nuggets? Welcome back to another episode of the Inside Story. This is the first episode ever. My name is Church Birchwood.
I'm Peter Gerard.
And today we're talking about the hot topic on everyone's earlobes.
Modern Warfare 3.
3. Trifecta, Trace, Trinq 3. And today we're just going to be talking about it as much as you guys want to know about it. That's just our job. We as reporters, we go out and we track down the hard to know facts, the grimy details of anything you want to know. And I'm pretty sure what's on everyone's mind today, this very moment, is Modern Warfare 3.
It's the modern.
Okay, just let me, I'm on a roll right now. This is what we like to call in the business a roll, and you're kind of slowing my roll. So please don't slow my roll. Okay? All right. Good. So, we have the hot topic today, Modern Warfare 3. Next week, it could be Oprah Winfrey's mustache. We don't know. That's up for you to decide. In the comments below, you tell us what you want us to talk about next week, and we will do it. But
bring it.
Anyways, let's get straight down to business. We're going in the Inside Edition. We're scooping it out, serving it to you, ice cream style, and we're just gonna go with the flow.
Like
and
Ben and Jerry's.
Okay, yeah. See what I'm talking about here? I'm just you're.
It keeps the talking going, man.
Okay. Anyways, I think that we can both agree. I know we've had our differences in the past, as in this commentary we've had our differences. Absolutely. But I think we can definitely agree that people really want to know the inside scoop on Modern Warfare 3 kill streaks.
Bam.
Kill streaks. Everyone's been talking about them. Actually, no one's been talking about them. Everyone's been talking about point streaks. Wah, I want my point streaks. Well, guess what? Point streaks exist, but kill streaks are making a return, and they're making it fierce, and it's something that the developers might not have wanted you to know, but we're bringing it to you, and we're bringing it to you hard. That's my motto. If I don't bring it to you, I'm not going to bring it to you, because I got to bring it to you hard. And we're going to start off with the first kill streak, which is, you know what it is. It's called the Linus kill streak.
Bam. And
the Linus kill streak is basically if you all recall the stinky boy from Charlie Brown.
It's now Linus. It's Pigpen.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Pigpen.
Sometimes my notes get jumbled, and it's just like a incomplite Scrabble puzzle, and they jargle, and I have to try and put them together. But
You're doing crosswords as you talk.
Crosswords as I talk. I'm like the butterfly effect and Rain Man at the same time.
Exactly.
So, but basically, enough about me. Let's talk about kill streaks. So basically, if you all recall from the Charlie Brown does pot and Samuel goes to Christmas, then that was the special Christmas episode that they did. And in that episode, Linus, or wait, what was it? Pigpen,
bad
the
boy.
scary man, the stinky man. You're gonna be able to use him as a kill streak. In Modern Warfare 3, you can put him in your back pocket. Some people may even mistake it for Hanky, Mr. Hanky, just sitting out there with a cloud of dust, and just like that, he's just gonna. Did you just spray something? Yeah. Okay, are you all right?
I'm good.
Okay, good. Well, that's actually a sound clip. We just played a exclusive soundbite of the in-game story for you guys. That's exactly what you're gonna hear when they come around you. You're basically a walking Nova bomb. It's just gas everywhere, and you're gonna be able to poison the enemy. It's gonna be great. So that you get that at 5 kill streaks. That's your reward. Look out for it. It might be a hidden gem in the kill streak world. We'll never know. But all right. So then we have the next kill streak, which I'll let you go ahead and explain.
Well, the next one's at 10 kills. And it is the dancing Siamese Chinese twin sisters. And what essentially it does is they hide in bushes. They disconnect from their heads, and they hide in bushes on the ends of bridges. And because in every multiplayer level there's a bridge. So when people run across the bridge, the Chinese Siamese dancing Chinese twisters, they jump out of the bushes, and one head connects to the other, and their bodies come down. Their bodies are my arms. Their bodies come down and pulverize whoever comes across the bridge.
That sounds gruesome. You're gonna want to turn up your gore on to max for that setting of the game. Yeah. So basically, it's an interactive placeable mine that you can just put on the ends of bridges, and people will be afraid. Let's just say no one's going across this Golden Gate anytime soon.
Not a chance.
Definitely not. So that's a good kill streak. You might want to watch out for that. But I'll give you one better. I'll do one up on you. Let's just say you're running around, you're feeling it, you're in the heat of the moment, as Asia would say, and you're just running around, and all of a sudden you get 18.5 kills in a row.
Bam!
You know what you're going to be rewarded with? Everyone wants a reward for 18.5 kills in a row. It's like a report card. You're just going to want it.
What do you want?
I don't. So you get this. This is what you're going to get. You're going to call it in. You have to call it in by a body of water because it's probably be around the bridge that's in every level. And basically, 3 Herculean giants are going to come on a battleship that just got sunk by the enemy, but they're going to swim out to shore on a raft, and they're going to give you this giant 3-wheeled cannon. It's 3-wheeled for extra support, so it's extra sturdy. It's like the Juggernaut cannon. You're going to run around, and you can stuff it. You got to stick it in with the gun stick, and you got to get all the powder out, and you got to load some black powder velvet in there, and then you can load in random things, desks, appliances, garbage cans, dead bodies. And you load it in the cannon, and you launch it out at people, and you can shoot them. So that'll be pretty gruesome.
It becomes nutty.
Definitely looking forward to that. But so then we have one last kill streak that we're gonna reveal for you guys today, which is
it's the Barfing Porterhouse.
The Barfing Porterhouse.
That's at 20 kills. The Barfing Porterhouse.
Mm-hmm.
In any level, if you use this kill streak, you'll find porterhouse steaks all over the map. They'll just appear like as little. They're laying on the ground, and when one player runs up to this porterhouse steak, it essentially barfs poisonous stink acid on them, and it melts all their gear and their guns, and they're just they turn into just a guy naked running around the map for someone to kill.
Yeah,
insane. A barfing porterhouse.
It's one of the more confusing kill streaks, as you can clearly tell, but it might be something that you want to look into, study abroad a little bit about that, and see what you can get grab your hands on.
The books. It's in all the books.
It's on all the books, so you know what that means, everyone. But so anyways, let's get down to business right now because the video is really almost over, to be honest, and we're a little bit off schedule, but it's our first episode, so
no problem.
Mistakes are meant to be broken, and we're gonna start talking about perks.
Okay.
Everyone wants to know about perks, and I'm gonna start you guys off with a killer perk. It's the perk that's gonna end all perks. You know what I'm talking about. It's called the cup and string perk.
Bam.
Cup and string perk. It's just like real life. You join the army, you go through the assembly line, you get your guns, and then you get your perks, and you load them all up in your backpack, and you go fight for America. And this is what you do. Let's just say, since they're trying to, Modern Warfare 3, they're really trying to simulate real life. So you're going to take your perk, and you know what this perk is?
What?
Cup and string. Did
you
I already say that?
You said it already. I thought you were going to say something else. I was like, whoa, you're doing another perk right there.
I'm just running through the perks.
And now we have the deodorant perk, and then they'll just go crazy. All right, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so, okay. Anyways, the cup and string perk, you're going to be out in the, let's just say you're out in the heat of the battle, you start up your match, and you're going to pick your friend, and your friend is going to be your cup and string buddy, and you're going to share the cup and string, and let's say you're out there, and you're fighting everyone, and all of a sudden, you get EMP'd.
Boom.
Electronics are down. What are you going to do? Well, I tell you what you're going to do. You're going to press right on the directional pad. You're going to pull out your cup and string, and you're going to talk to your buddy over string vision. And you're just going to say, hey, there's a person in the left flank by the ice cream shop, and he's coming to get you. He's going to steal all the dairy. We need to protect it.
Protect the dairy. Got it.
Protect the dairy. That's a new game mode, Protect the Dairy, in Modern Warfare 3. But that's another story for a different day. But so yeah, look out for that. I think that'll come in handy immensely.
Yeah. Absolutely, immensely. That's a perk that's going to really brighten everyone's day.
Riveting. So, okay, well, the gameplay just ended, but I know that you have one perk that your favorite perk that you really wanted to tell everyone about, so go ahead and tell them about that.
My favorite perk that I wanted to tell you all about is the Assassin's Tour Guide, and it's when you pick the Assassin's Tour Guide that you can find every place on the map that...
What? The Assassin's Tour Guide?
Assassin's Tour Guide. And you find all the people on the map. Such a good name. My glasses just broke.
Every Everyone look out for the Assassin's Tour Guide.
Look out for it.
You know, it's funny because there's actually a perk called Assassin.
Oh, this is the new one.
This is the upgraded version of Assassin. As if it needed to be upgraded. Assassin's Tour Guide. Look for it in theaters near you November 11th, 2011.
Boom.
All right. Let's close it out.
Let's close it.
This has been Church Birchwood.
And Pete Sampras.
And we have brought you yet again another episode of the first episode of The Inside Scoop. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Peace, Nuggets.